Good evening, everybody. I'm the Sith Trader. Well, that was no fun. Alright, we've got a Globex open. Remember, trading futures involves risk. It is not suitable for all investors. Everything I talk about here today is just my opinion and not a direct trade recommendation. Market's picking up right where I left off with after Friday was quite the dramatic sell-off. So we're going to be watching for that 10-minute opening range to set up there. I'm glad we didn't open with like a massive dap or anything. Open with some strength here in the NQ.
No stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who.
Super tempting to take this back into the VWAP here just because the open already has transgressed that VWAP a couple times, and it's a pretty quick marker right now, but good play patient, give it that 10 minutes to kind of really feel itself out here. We've really just rallied back up into some resistance on Friday. We'll see. It's a Sunday night, no rush here to try to get yourself into a hole. Let's see how the market progresses here.
I said I'm moving too far. Getting close.
Hope everybody had a great weekend.
In a game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order submitted.
Getting started, my goal. Alright, let's see if that 10-minute opening range will break. We are almost 10 minutes into the session here. I mean, we basically have the range set unless it were to go dramatically up or down in the next minute or so. I would say that range is set, so let's see what happens. VWAP's holding a support for now. I mean, who knows, maybe the rallies to take out the highs. Equally easy for it to sell off and take that out that low. I'd say it's a good opening range so far. Got some up and down price action. We've been on both sides of the VWAP here today so far. We'll see what happens. Butch above highs, we're going to look for a break back down to the VWAP to be a buyer. Break down in lows, we look to be a seller. Well, a little favorable because of where we finished the VWAP on Friday for that selling pressure. I mean, it's just such a big down day. But then, you gotta wonder is tonight, do they come back and bid it up because it was sold off so much on Friday? We just don't know for certain, right? Markets are a funny thing sometimes. Generally speaking, though, we're gonna continue to monitor that volume and participation as well because of the market could easily, give us some hints to what it wants to do with those volume footprint charts. Unfortunately, that was kind of something that this led me more to more recently. But what was that, last week Thursday or Wednesday, where I thought I'd get cute? Hey, bud, can you give me a sec? Yeah, I took that. Not to trade for the night though. We're in an opening range break higher. How's it going, everybody? First time in the stream, welcome. We don't have any setup yet, right? The Globex session ForceSweep hasn't set up. I took a little off-screen trade there because I didn't want to promote the idea that I'm get you guys into a trade that I wouldn't take myself, but leave you be. I'm not done for the day. I updated my Ninja Trader, and boy, a lot of settings have changed. So I'm trying to work with trying to fix that right now. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, there's the opening range break through the highs. Wow, this is quite a big one here today. So let's be careful with it. Ooh, already 283 wide. I mean, this is the type of trade where I would also recommend, being mindful of the side you're trading. Wow, everything's changed a little bit here on me. The game with so far some very strong bid under the market. There's a indication that the market has found a good bounce. Wow, big one today. 369. I mean, this is where I suggest, going down to micros, right? There is nothing wrong with that. Also, I'm not going to risk beyond the lows of the day on a trade that I'm set up with take care. 28,907, where that view up's kind of coming in. 351 points wide. Or ticks wide, I should say. I mean, that's what, 4 times the normal risk that I take? A little aggressive. But it is a trade. Welcome if you're new to the stream. I'll catch you all up on what kind of's going on and what you're looking at. BTC pumping. Oh wow, yeah, really did pump here. I will go over that in a little bit, but we had a trade on with wow, that definitely Bitcoin if I shut up. Oh man, that was a missed long opportunity and up into areas that I want to short. I will talk about that in a little bit, but I gotta focus on the force sweep here just a bit. It's probably the type of trade here again where you don't want to take the full risk on it, just out of the kind of pick an amount you're willing to risk and go for it. I'm certainly going to try to scalp out on a bounce for it. Am I trading it? Yeah, I'm absolutely trading it. I'm looking to take that bounce. 28,912. All right, let's go what the force sweep is and what you're seeing on my charts for all those new coming. It is literally as simple as what I have right down the air of the chart. Take the 10-minute opening range, just 1-minute candles, the first 10 of them. The range, when we break that range in either direction, you end up using the Globex session VWAP as your entry point. So we had a new high of the day here, so mindful of updating your levels. A high of the day becomes the target. Your stop. I just use a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I don't get fancy. There's some guys and folks in this room that will use a little bit of a different risk-reward ratio, maybe go for a little bit more. But 349 ticks wide. Again, this is like 4 times the normal risk I take, which my 1R is about 80 ticks. Okay, $400. Oh yeah, Robert, I'll enter this trade. I have some funded accounts, so I'm not going to take another trade in, but I've got plenty of evaluations going on right now. MFFU and funded next evals. I need to get some E8 evals going, and I could have sit over there at E8, but yeah, I am going to try to take this trade. It's a valid setup, but I use Ripple Conto by Globex to copy trade, so I will very likely scale these down. So instead of taking, some of them I might take a 1 on the NQ, others I might use a ratio tool in Ripple Conto to basically fire off a ratio number of micros to cut the trade down size down, right? If you're used to taking, in my case, 40 ticks, or 40 ticks or 80 ticks or 20 points of net risk. You might want to consider, right, using, if this is 4 times as much, take 4 times, 1/4 of the trade amount. So maybe use 2 micros if you want to have the whole trade. For some evals that are 1 data pass right now, I might use it as trade a full NQ on this one, and so be it. Otherwise, like if I was trying to do a funded account right now, I would totally get out and use 2 micros. instead of a full big. Yeah, Warthog, it is so simple. It's so stupidly simple that people don't believe it works. And then you're like, you see it, and you can see you go back to my live streams. There's a lot of times I messed it up and haven't been profitable with it. And there's times where it doesn't work, and there's more times than not times that it works. I'm not here to claim any statistical, prowess on it, or give you any breakdown of what the stats are. If it's past, the results don't, indicate future ones, but, I will confidently say that there is positive expectancy when trading a mean reversion strategy. When you get an opening range break, and that's true at almost any bell or any time you can define an opening range on the chart. This is just an opening range or a range that has broken, and then the mean reversion from the anchor on that breaking of the range. You could, in theory, use this same concept anytime you get a nice range on a chart. And I can do that in crypto. That's actually kind of my Bitcoin trade, which we're pretty far away from the entry at this point. So, why don't we take a moment and hop over there? Because I know I've been saying I will include more Bitcoin in this broadcast. And let's just go ahead and do that, because we've got a big mover for the night now. Or big move in the night now in crypto. I did not take the short here. I'm waiting till 7:30 tonight to trade this. Fortunately, I took some heat and don't have much room on my daily loss limit at breakout right now, so I need to... basically, I was trying to get short in this breakdown. And man, they got me. I tried to go short momentum and it just went straight against me. And then I tried to get long, and this pullback right here, or maybe it was this one right here, John, it was around 1 a.m. my time. And I was so upset because that was a $1,000 move. I would have, made it all back and then some. And then tonight I was looking for a break out of this trend line for this move up, basically into this big major VWAP. And so, just to, and also, by the way, here this decline, there's an 8 is a val in this decline, this value area, and this kind of low volume node on the chart. So in that VWAP, so I do think there is a possibility we still get a push up there, but Sunday pumps are often met with Monday dumps in Bitcoin. So I'm not a Bitcoin bull from these levels. If you know anything about my Bitcoin trading and what I see, and by the way, this is a short covering rally. You see how this spiked up? And you see how open interest, which is this lower line, dropped? Wow, where is my CVD on this chart? What the heck? Hold on. There we go. Much better. Oh man. Indicators need to be updated. Hi, when this happens. Why when I... Okay, there. Update the latest versions. Now let's save the chart. And apparently I need to save my indicator. List here is crypto. Where's the crypto order flow? Save. Yes. Okay. I guess I need to resave it since I just updated that. I did not know it saves the old indicators in these. That is so stupid. We're trying to get that pullback on the and that we have ForceSweep. So let's just take a look over there in a second. But yeah, I can make a case for us getting another push up there tonight. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, that was short if you got it, if they front ran it. But what I was getting at here was you can see this drop, interest along this big spike of this impressive CVD, move in CVD, but I do not care about the information box. Okay, maybe it's not that. if it's generated or throw it on the bottom left. Fine, yeah, so you basically couldn't even get back up to the highs in CVE from this move, right? So a lot of CVE divergence there on open interest or shorts covering. Yeah, that's not the type of move that a strong terminal move here. That's probably a top. It's gonna very likely be a bounce back here this evening. That's what I'm gonna try to get short on, but I am definitely looking to be short Bitcoin now. I was looking to get long it for basically this kind of break up that after we broke out of this consolidation, that we didn't just break down to my downside targets of like 58, and at this point, downside targets of like 53K from a short around this area. It's not gonna go in a straight line, but we'll see. All right, our Globex ForceSweep, let's bring that back on the table real quick. I'm gonna have to go start making dinner too, which is a fun part of this whole stream. Is the Sith is cooking for his wife and kids. Actually, I have some family over tonight too. But we're live streaming because the Globex Open is happening, and one of the easiest trades, in my opinion, in all of trading exists on the chart right now. Looks like it's about a 28,933 VWAP. Again, 10-minute opening range broke higher. Positive CVD on the day so far. Friday was a big sell-off. I'm not shocked to see some short covering today. And actually, this early strength is probably indicative of maybe the rest of the session, even showing some of that. This is a huge trade, so don't take, obviously, more risk than you're willing to lose. But, you know, as it stands right now, it's basically 356 ticks wide. Which is good because it puts you inside the prior low. You know, I don't necessarily love these setups when it's bigger than that. Pretty strong 15-minute candle on and open so far. I don't really see much in the way of why I wouldn't take this trade or why it couldn't work out. It's just, hopefully it comes down, touches, and goes. And honestly, if it bounces, you know, depending on how it bounces, I'm going to be scalping out of this thing probably right away. Now, there's something else to be said, that any support levels coming in to kind of match this 10-minute opening range high. Kind of like when we see confluence like that, but also gotta kind of update these orders rather aggressively. Better. Very 53 ticks wide. Wow, haven't had a big one like this in a while. I have not really discussed crypto in other streams. I'm going to do more Bitcoin direct ones because, let's face it, this is the Globex or ForceSweep stream, right? Like, this is the trade that kind of birthed it all. We're gonna update the orders a little bit here, right? We're coming on down into this 28,937 area. I'm working my order at 38 personally. I usually front run it by a tick or two. Here we are in 34. We're tightening up a little bit. Remember, use appropriate risk on this type of trade setup, right? I don't want anybody doing too much damage to their accounts if they're not willing to take 300 ticks of risk. Oh, so close. So close. They gonna give me that fill? Oh, it's terrible if it came all the way back down like that and doesn't fill you. Got fill a guy, huh? But, it is what it is, or it doesn't, I guess. Oh, be patient here, folks. Be patient. You'd be surprised how many times, you're way here. We're waiting for it, and it it just edges us for a while. So tough, because there's definitely a clear trend line here on the way down. But I feel like if we get back above as we kind of are, it's going to go screaming higher. If this goes to the highs of the day without me, unfortunately, it's just going to be one of those instances where I'm not going to take it on the next attempt. And even now, if it comes back down, I'm weary of it now. That is, but it's still very valid. On occasion, we'll see VWAPs from the lows of the day, which does not make sense today because it's the same as our anchored VWAP. Yeah, it's not really that either, so it's just a front run of our level at this point. And I'm not going to take a 5-point front run. I mean, I guess on a trade this big, it is what it is. Dang. I think tonight's going to be one we just don't get it. Maybe the micros traded it, though, which, oh man, look at it go. This just feels still silly. Yep. I mean, that is what it is, everyone. Like, you know, yeah, that first one, you know, I feel lucky having taken it, I guess, but to have a day kind of succinct, but the truth is that this is, coming down into second test, I would probably watch it trade, and I'd want to see some, you know, some good order flow at this point, because, yeah. I might, just because we are breaking out here, if we set up in a little bull flag right here, I might take the break of that bull flag, just as because I could get 20 points out of it. Which we are kind of setting into. Favorite red data boxes. So kind of stinks to see us not give that fill. And I am thinking if Ferran here has now basically held. It's a bummer. I do have a 80 by 80 with a break-even trail. Order working to buy stop in at 29,000 here. But if we come on down into this level, I'm going to watch it, basically trade, make sure it's holding. So it could dip under on a second test. And then if we come back above the VWAP, I'll be getting back in for the move higher. But I don't really trust the second test if it comes all the way back down. Because genuinely speaking, like that was the move we wanted. It didn't fill us. And historically, I have not had bad luck or good luck when it comes back down to fill it a second time. So we're going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. Yeah, and that was just a big one, man. I mean, I front run it by like 2 ticks. That was like full on. That was full on 5-point front run. But I like you can at least see the premise of why and how it works. And today was just a big, fast-moving market that front ran it. That's it. You know, it's you can't beat yourself up over. You can't FOMO into a trade. I have a valid setup here because it's a fast market. This is kind of a breakout trade. Let's see if it works for me. All right, stocks are forward push up. I'm going stops break even. Stops to 03. Come on, push up. Oh man, didn't give me much and it just took me out. It's gonna give me my target, I bet here. That sucks. Alright folks, unfortunately tonight we just don't have a ForceSweep setup in the time frame in the allotment. I will not be taking another test of any of this. I did, kind of squeak out some wins for myself tonight, but man, that last one I just took should have been a lot more. Here it goes, hitting the targets I originally wanted. But say la vie, that's life. The ForceSweep entry just didn't give us a fill. But you can see the reaction in the marketplace, in the market here, up into the targets at a high of the day, effectively. We'll come back tomorrow and hunting again. That's it. What can he do? I'm not upset about it. Just proves the concept. The spirit of the trade, the spirit of the ForceSweep is there. We just come back and trade it again tomorrow. That's all. Gonna be a quick stream tonight, which is cool because our family overnight gotta go make dinner. But we just didn't get a fill. But that's the idea. To come back tomorrow, we'll be talking about this again in more detail. We'll be talking about how order flow and other things play into this. Again, I'm not gonna take it on a second test. If you are going to or thinking about it, watch it, trade the level first, and then make sure it's folding, or maybe even dips below and comes back up. But yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. There's no other way to say it, right? So have a great night, everybody. Yeah, agreed. Second retests are bad statistically because you need a whole nother round of buyers, and we just got front run tonight. That's it. And it would have been a great if we caught that, man. You'd be how many 60 points right now? We'd all be smiling and laughing. That breaks our win streak tonight was just a no trade. Spirit of the Wall says it worked, but for me personally, it's a no trade setup tonight. So we will be back at it tomorrow, and see you all as price action develops. Remember, trading futures involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. And everything I've talked about here today is just my opinion and not a direct trade recommendation. Please like, subscribe, and hit that like button. We will be back with you all tomorrow and as price action develops. Take care.